Hello, my Tauruses. It's Yin. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. This is going to be a general reading for the Taurus energy. Keep in mind we have access to all 12 signs energetically. Feel free to use any parts of your birth chart, like your sun, your moon, and all that, to look at whatever sign is influencing you the most. However, be sure to watch any video that resonates with you the most energetically. Keep in mind as well that we are right now in the sun sign, not the sun sign, but our sun is in Cancer right now. That's a very feminine, very watery, emotional energy. Very loving. So just keep in mind of that influence as well when you're thinking of these readings, and watching these readings. And if you want a personal reading from me, check the description box. Check my information. Hit me up through there. I'll get to you, okay? So, let's do it. Taurus. What's the present energy for Taurus? Okay, Eight of Wands. This could be travel. This could be communication. This could be several things based off what pairs up with it. We'll see in a minute. So far, it's very fast-paced, fast-moving. You're hard and working something, whether it's work for real or trying to communicate something to somebody or trying to travel somewhere. Or we'll keep going. What is challenging this Ace of Wands for Taurus? The Moon. All right, we got emotions, illusions, something you're not seeing. Something's hidden from you. Something is hidden in the Taurus energy, and that directly is challenging you. We'll see. Let's keep going. Feels very vague right now. It's like you're trying to do something or communicate with someone, but there's something you're not seeing or realizing here. Or maybe your emotions have a lot to do with it, in terms of it challenging that. Let's see. Let's keep going. What's the environment for Taurus? The Lovers. You know, a lot of these same cards. I've shuffled this deck like 7 times, and it seems to be a theme going on here. Within the elements, I should do an elemental reading. Seems to definitely be something happening. So obviously love is a factor in all this. A love or a choice in love when it comes to very fast movement or communication. What's crowning the thoughts of the Taurus energy? Heartbreak and fighting. Okay, I'm getting a better picture now. So from what I'm feeling, there is a significant other, or just any person, whether it's a friend or a family or whoever, but for a lot of you, this is it's romantic. It could be anyone. They are significant to you, and I feel like, I don't know if y'all have been fighting recently. Whether you have or you have not, you were fighting before. I am seeing that. And it's looked like you've had enough of it. This is also giving me competition, whereas for some of you, there has been other people involved in your relationship that should not have been. Ooh, okay, that's a story that I don't need to see, because that could be somebody's specific story. But I did get a peek at the Queen of Cups. It could be a Pisces involved in all this. Where did Taurus just come from? 4 of Pentacles, trying to either pulling back, or trying to save some money. Maybe your significant other was spending too much of your money. Maybe this person could have been spending too much of your money. You could have just been hiding the fact that you were making lots of money, trying to save up. You're trying to do something with this person. Let me get one more for that. 4 of Pentacles, please. And the Devil. Yeah. Some of you are trying really hard to not let the past actions of your significant other get to you. You've been trying to hold it back in their face, but it's not working because you're your words are speaking up. So with this loved one, it's like when you're trying to hold back from somebody, but you keep slipping somehow in other form of your actions. That's what it's giving me. It's giving me that. That's what you were just doing. I feel like you're about to spill the beans with this Ace of Wands. Where's Taurus definitely going here? Taurus. What energy? Okay. Strength. What else? The Magician. So despite feeling like you are lacking in this dynamic, you are still trying to manifest a strong connection with this person. You're still trying to have courage. Some of you want to tell this person the truth, but they are emotionally uneasy, or it's gotten to the point where you don't want to emotionally rock the boat within yourself. It's giving me very, I want to salvage this relationship. It's important to me. Let's keep going. What's hiding from Taurus? I already said there was emotional hiding. You think that's all right? That's not gonna cut it. What's hiding from the Taurus energy? Grief. Yeah. And the my poor man's mentality, feeling like you are of lack, is still here. What's hiding is this grief, and then the King of Pentacles. This person could also be an earth sign. Also seeing, okay, I'm seeing a few things. What's hiding is that some of you Tauruses need to just go ahead and cry, because you feel the grief, you feel the sadness when it comes to this individual here, which is a King of Pentacles. This could be a male earth sign. And if this is you, I feel like you want to be the king of being that balanced, mastered earth sign so bad. You're forgetting that we all have water and we all need a good cry. I feel like whatever you want, whatever you are trying to do in your life or with a relationship with a particular person, it's not going to come to its full potential. You won't even get to know what that looks like until you're able to go through the grieving processes of something that happened in the past with that person. Like, you're not even going to know if you're supposed to be with them or not. You don't even know if they're supposed to be in your life, because you still have not quite grieved the turmoil that they put you through. See how she's screaming out? And it's like, it just feels covered up with this moon here. It feels very covered up. It feels like you know that you want them, though, in your life. I mean, like I said, I'm getting like half and half here. Like, some of y'all, this is romantic. Some of y'all, this could be a mother. For some of y'all, this is a father. For some of y'all, you're upset with your mother due to some fatherly things that happened in the past. Some of you are men really struggling with your masculinity because you haven't been able to tap into the femininity yet of release. Let's keep going. I'm getting several things, so I'm just speaking them out. I apologize. Let me keep going. What is the strength of Taurus? Your ability to make a decision with the Two of Swords. Your ability to make a decision and being able to use your intuition to do so. Because see how she's blindfolded? Her mind is all wrapped up in needing to make a choice. Definitely to cut somebody off here. Whether I'm going to cut them off or not. Am I going to cut this off, or I'm going to cut off the pain and the past and all this stuff? You intuitively know there's something wrong here. You do know that. What else is in the strength of Taurus? The Knight of Cups. This is an offer of love. So, yeah, it's not like you don't have love for whoever this is. Your love and compassion, which is compassion is also has a lot to do with the strength card here, which is coming up in the future. You'll be able to manifest compassion. It's like, okay, you guys know you feel compassion for this person. You empathize for whoever this is. It doesn't mean that they still sting when they say certain things, or if you think of something in the past. The past can still hurt, but you can deeply know that you're able to exchange this love between each other. We'll clarify as I go with a different deck. I just want to get the layout out, okay? Spiritual guidance. What is spiritual guidance for the Taurus energy? I swore I felt something flip out like an invisible card. Oh, I did. It was the healing. 4 of Swords. That comes after the 3. Your spiritual guidance is healing. It's that short, sweet, and simple. And this is an aha moment. Some downloads coming in that might assist you in that. Some realizations. But you got to take the time to be able to heal. I don't think you guys are taking the time to heal. And one of those, I think I really feel with the 8 of Wands in the center is that communicating with this individual is necessary. I think it's going to come up on you to communicate with them. I don't know if they're going to approach you or you're going to approach them. Confirmation is a very heavy word for this, I'd say. For some of you, it might be like that. It may be almost an intervention kind of situation, an emotional intervention. I am feeling like something's got to give, though, and it's time to talk. It's giving me that. It's time to talk. Give me one more for spiritual guidance for Taurus, please. Yeah. Okay. My King of Cups at the bottom of the deck, that emotional maturity and mastery. The 10 of Cups, this could definitely have to do with family. You might have started a family with this person or want to have a family with them, or they could be a family member. The Queen of Swords is she's my ice queen. She is very factual. She's all about the facts, the information. You see her little cup of water. This is her emotions. Look what she did with it. Got it locked up. It's important to be balanced in that. Honestly, it's giving me very healing from a family dynamic with a very hard-ass feminine. It's giving me that. Because even if this is a male in your life, it's still... I don't know how to describe what I'm feeling. It's like, I'm just going to say how it is. For many of you, this is a female, a feminine, excuse me, because feminine does not always mean female. There are men who are tapped into their femininity. There are women who are tapped into their masculinity. But for many of you, this is someone who's more on the feminine aspect, but they're also very cold and factual. They were within this dynamic here. They were within this emotional dynamic, and I feel like you have a lot to heal from in the past when it comes to them and what they exposed you to. You want to be the King of Pentacles, but you got to, in order to be the Magician, you have to have all 4 elements to be able to manifest. And I see you doing that in the near future and having the courage to speak up. But then it's like you're going to have a moment of truth. And it's time to talk. The moment of truth here with this Ace of Wands. And then it's as if because you had this moment with this individual, it's like now I can really manifest confidently and securely. I feel balance within myself. It's kind of like whoever this person is, it's like if you can handle them, you can handle the world. It's giving me that. And there's a lot of love still here, but the love is, a lot of it's coming from understanding. What's the most probable outcome for Taurus? If I wanted to come out. The Tower. Yeah, the foundation was not secure between you guys. It's coming down, or it could be within you. We'll see. The High Priestess. It's like I just kind of said this, I think, a little bit. Did I say this just now in another reading? Anyway, it's going to pertain to you. It's like the Tower is like a wall that you can't see through. Like you have the ability to see things, right? You have the ability to tap into your intuition, your gut feeling. If I know what I know, what I know. But it's still something within this dynamic that I'm reading that is, when that causes that Tower moment, when it ceases to exist because it doesn't serve you anymore, this Tower moment, then you're really going to be able to see clearly and tap into your intuition. Let me get one more card for Taurus. Yeah, it's that download. You see that? Things coming up clear. I think in order for this Tower to come down of what no longer serves you is grieving. It's grieving, and it's maybe changing. You might not cut this person off, but you definitely, the dynamic between you guys has got to go. And it's gonna go. It's gonna. It's at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, collaboration. So I'm not from, like I said, if it resonates, it don't. I'm not seeing a lot of you just cutting off this person. I see you changing the dynamic that you have with this person. That has to end. Let's clarify that Ace of Wands. What's coming toward? Well, it's like 8 of Wands gives me it's coming toward you, but it's also like it's in your present. Here, this is my present section. If you can Hell. Let's see what's going on here. 8 of Wands. Taurus. Source. Let me get one more. Control. And then with receptivity at the bottom. With the 8 of Wands, honestly, this is giving me where are you going to speak with trying to control yourself in the situation? The self, I just heard self. Can try to control yourself and how you speak and communicate in a situation? Or are you going to go by the source, your truest heart's desire? What are you really feeling internally instead of what you're trying to do externally? Case closed. That's really it. That message is very clear to me. It's like, you're going to communicate. But it's going to really determine how you communicate these energies here between source and trying to control it. I feel like you might communicate on the control that you have felt or the lack of control thereof when it comes to this person, especially emotionally. Let's see the moon since it's challenging you. That was immediate. The Thunderbolt. It's my Tower card. Tower within as well. Let me get one more. This is emotions. And then the Master. This is why I said mastering yourself. You guys are on a journey of really being able to master you guys' self. How you feel, how you think, how you, act, what you provide for yourself, what you provide for others, whatever. You're in this sense of mastery. But a lot of old things have to come down. And one of those things is emotions. How you perceive emotions. How you get lost in emotions. You don't want to get lost into emotions. You don't want to be emotional. Right? I get that. However, it's kind of like, in order to not be submerged like she's doing here, it's like you just ignore it altogether, and that's not the way to go either. And I think the tower, the walls that you built up around yourself where that water can't spill out of you, it's going to come down, and you are going to have yourself a good cry. I mean, you might not cry, but there's definitely going to be a release here. I see a lot of y'all crying. I'm sorry. It's needed. Whatever it is, whether it's a real cry with the snot and everything, or just a cry out. Maybe you need to go on the top of a mountain somewhere and you end up just screaming at the top of your fucking lungs. I don't really know, but a release is coming. The Lover's card in the environment for Taurus. Tuning in, it's in reverse. Yeah, it's like this dynamic. Let me get one more for Taurus, please, in their environment with the Lovers. And letting go. It's like it's like whatever this dynamic was, whatever this dynamic is between you and this person, it's like you guys aren't even fighting right now. You guys are good right now. But the past, part of y'all really grew up with this person. I feel like some of you guys really want to let go of this person, not even because they might not even be doing anything particularly toxic right now, but it's like almost every word they say, everything, it just reminds you of the past when they did something or said something. I see you wanting to let them go with the letting go here. I have tuning in, but it's in reverse. It's like you won't fully acknowledge the turmoil that you feel that they've caused you because you don't want the floodgates to open. I don't really know because for some of you guys, it's like this person doesn't have control over you anymore emotionally the way they used to, but it's kind of like habit, like you think they might or something. It's giving me trauma. This person traumatized you in some form of fashion, and it's like you don't want to address it because it's like, now I'm strong, so I don't have to deal with it. But now you're trying to master some other part of you that you want to do something. That I can tell. You're not going to be able to do that until you go through the processes. You have to trust that you have mastered it. You have to trust that you are the master of yourself. But in order to finish mastering certain things about yourself, you gotta go through this process. I feel like you've before had to it's like before you had to keep your tongue shush when it came to this individual, around this individual, we couldn't tell them the whole truth. You can't tell them because they'll cry, or they'll punish you, or they'll do something that is manipulated of some kind, and now they don't have that power anymore. But even when you're around them, you still feel like you have to do that. It's giving me that. What's hiding from them? The Taurus, Five of Cups and King of Pentacles. The burden and integration. Sheesh. Some of you guys are men. And going moment to moment. Yeah, the grief is a burdening on you. You see this dude here, like, he is tired. And then you got this person who is the person, and then you got this cock here with all these thoughts. And it's just like a lot. This was with grief here. It's a burden. It's kind of like holding a big old bucket of water. You don't want to spill it. You don't want things to get wet. You don't want to make it a mess. But it's burdening you. I feel like it's the reason why it's in a hidden position is because I don't think you're seeing the level of binding it's having on you. Like a burden, essentially. And then with the King of Pentacles is integration. All right, you're the King of Pentacles. Beautiful. Now how about integrating some of that water, some of that emotion, the understanding of emotion, both sides, masculine and feminine, yin and yang, the calm parts, the excited parts, the sad parts, the happy parts. You have to acknowledge all of these things if you want to be mastered within. Let's see your strength. The Two of Swords, making a choice, and then an offer up here of love in your strengths for Taurus. Taurus. Experiencing. I feel like you recognize you love this person because you do appreciate the experiences you had with them. So that is a strength. I'll let that out too. That they all. I have isolation at the bottom of the deck. This is my heartbreak card, sadness. He's also kind of frozen up. It's like you don't really want to let all those tears out. Look how like the tears are almost like yellow, like they're hot or something. Like it will melt this person. I have innocence and completion. Innocence being more like the true, the essence of yourself, that kindness, that caring that you have for another individual. That is not a weakness, that is a strength. And then completion, just it's the last thing you gotta do for you to experience the mastery that you are trying to do. And you know, for some of you guys, whatever you're trying to master, I don't know if this is a spiritual mastery you're trying to do. I don't know if this is just you you got a goal that has nothing to do with this individual. Somehow it's tied. I don't care what you say. It is tied. It can be more subconsciously. Maybe you got a new job, and then your boss is so much like this individual that's tripping you up, and you can't handle it. In order to be able to deal with this boss, you got to be able to deal with this individual. It's giving me that. It's giving me very. No matter whether it's directly or indirectly linked, this is the last puzzle piece for you. Spiritual guidance here. The healing, the family dynamic, and this very feminine, cold energy I'm getting for Taurus. What is the spiritual guidance? Maturity. Celebration. Yeah, you guys' relationship dynamic is going to be really good. It's just you haven't been able to be honest about it. I think that they're going to be a lot more receptive than you think they are. They used to be cold. They used to snap at you. They used to cry. They used to yell. They used to do this stuff. They're going to understand. And with suppression here, it's like you can't take that no more. You're bound to blow. And I know you really truly desire, with Dream at the bottom of the deck, you desire to have this relationship with somebody. They're important to you. They are a soulmate or a soul tie of some kind. I'm really being vague because for some of you guys, this is not romantic at all. This is a parent. If I'm really keeping a buck. Most probable outcome, the Tower, the High Priestess, and the Ace of Swords. Those walls coming down, you being able to see clarity, and then getting further download to help you with whatever your goals are. Let's see what that is for Taurus. The Tower, the High Priestess, and the Eight of Swords. That flew way over there. I got playfulness in reverse. Some of you guys for For some of you guys, this individual did kind of they kind of took away that inner child. They didn't take it away, but what happens is when our inner child is wounded, it's kind of chained up. It can't move, it can't function, it can't thrive. And we all need to be able to thrive in that. In order to play, in order to enjoy life, to have an imagination, to be creative, we have to tap into that inner child. Because the only meaning of the inner child is basically somebody who is much more tapped in versus when we got in adulthood and got into all types of fuck shit and just, got bills and got heartbroken, and it's harder for this little child to come out of us. And I think that is whatever that tower is breaking down, that is going to send this child skyrocketing. You need whatever this is, you need your inner child for. You have a goal you need your inner child for, and you need to be able to go through the process of healing when it comes to this individual, because they are tied to you stifling that inner child and suppressing that inner child. It's like this is like this creator, he is tapped into that inner child, even though he's a grown-ass man. It's the same. You see what I'm saying? You see them? Child version, adult version. Break out this child version so you can be this adult version in all of its glory. Give me one more. Trust. And being able to trust the process of this. It's like you've been bound up so long by holding this back. And so to let it go is kind of like jumping off a cliff or jumping into a cold pool. And it might feel like that, but what it is going to feel like is taking a big dump. It's going to feel good. That release. I'm telling you. What's this download here? The High Priestess again, so I'll have both my High Priestess out for this deck. I think you know that you know this. Look, High Priestess knows all. And there's your inner child. Your inner child knows too. Shit. You know this. You know this is necessary. Break out. Sitting here trying to be gentle and speak gentle to this person when they caused you trauma. I don't think so. Let's get some spiritual guidance cards, and then we'll be wrapped up. For Taurus, that was immediate. The ever unfolded rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Some of you guys are feeling more emotional than usual. It's kind of like if you're trying not to cry, right? But then it's like right on the verge of your eyeballs. And it's not coming down, but it's like, why is this happening? Now I gotta run off every time I need to wipe my eyes. This might be having literally or metaphorically, but it's giving me like, why is this happening? Why am I feeling so emotional, so sad? It's because that water is about to break through. Let me get one more. That release that you need to break out that inner child, it is happening for you. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. This is meant to be for you to be able to tap into that inner child. Let's get one more. Also, that's also confirmation for some of you guys is definitely a parent, like a mother of some kind. Amara, what are you being called to journey to? I told you guys are on a particular journey right now. I don't care whether it seems relative or it's not relative. It is very relative, because once you conquer all this trauma, like I told you, and heal from it, release and then heal from it, you will be able to do what you need to do to share your voice, come out the cave, persecution, expression, to be able to do what you are trying to do in whatever career, life. Maybe this is in another romantic relationship or with a friendship, or maybe you're trying to bond with somebody else, but you can't because they remind you of this old person and they caused you trauma, and really this person's a blessing. I don't really know what it is for you, but it's time to heal. That way you can do it because you're on the right path in order to do it. Okay? So that's the reading. I hope that helped. I hope it helped you. Like the video if it resonated, comment, tell me about it, or ask me any questions you might have. Subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and until next time, bye.